So how did I make it, if you're interested? So clay is, for people who like to work with clay, it's almost, well, it is, it's addictive. And clay, it starts out as dust, actually, it's dirt, and when it gets on everything, and it's this powdery substance that eventually, when water is added to it, and you do this certain kind of mixing that is called wedging, it becomes this it's called plastic substance. So think Play-Doh, except that this is a permanent thing, and it's made, it comes right from the ground. And so it's very earthy. We have images in the Old Testament of both God creating us out of the dirt, out of the clay, and also the potter's house, and the Apostle Paul references back to about the potter being in charge of what the clay becomes. And I happen to enjoy working with clay. So when I was thinking about making something, my go-to was clay. Initially, I was thinking about making a whole bunch of either very, very small tiles or working with shards, which these are broken pieces of mugs and other things, and doing the whole thing around the cross. And then it struck me over the years, because I started this a very, very long time ago. 2013 is when I had just the cross part made. Mind you, I didn't work every day all those years. I boxed it up at a certain point in my children's upbringing and put it aside, and then really resurrected it, brought it back maybe 2 years ago. Thinking I'd get it done during the lockdown of COVID, but that didn't happen. So in any event, as I was thinking about doing everything out of shards, I realized that I couldn't tell as much of the story as I was inclined to do. I wanted to tell more of the story. And so this is still called the mosaic. Most mosaics you will see are made of broken pieces. Even these are shaped, they're not broken, but tiles that are formed that have square edges or triangular shapes, they're all put together. They're still called a mosaic. And I think of us as broken people who come together, and we sort of fit together, and there's lots of sanding of our edges and everything. I don't know, go ahead and make your own images out of what I'm trying to say. But we come together as the body, as the family of God in God's story. And I just think that's a neat image, and it's an image that also happened to float my boat because I like to work with clay.